Anna, are you ready for our jam of the day?
Oh, I'm so ready.
All right, let's hit it.
She sits alone by a lamp.
Okay, and that is, of course, Hootie and the Blowfish from their 1994 classic, instant classic, Dads Could Not Buy This Record, Cracked Rear View.
Yeah, I feel fingered by this song. I feel fingered at a college party, but at a college I don't even go to. Yeah, that's.
This was like, you weren't quite frat enough to be in the Dave Matthews Band,
Right.
but you were definitely, you could hit that Hootie level.
Hey, yo, I heard the Dave Matthews Band's got this whole like Fish sort of like Grateful Dead following now. Like they've
had that.
Their jam band. I'm
yeah.
The co-host to my podcast, 12 Questions, Davey Yates, is a huge Fish person.
Yeah, so am I.
And
yeah.
So like I did not know that there were other bands out
yeah.
there, a jam band in.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I do.
We got your Fish. You got your Soundtrap Sector 9, String Cheese Incident, Widespread Panic, and then, of course, Dave Matthews Band is like, and sorry if there's any Dave heads out there, that's kind of the jam band for posers, like
the Bouncing Souls of jam band.
Yes, 100%. They are, if you're like, yeah, I'm really into jam bands, I like Dave.
Yeah.
That's like being like, I love punk rock music. I fucking love,
Blink-182.
Blink-182.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. But this band.
But Hootie, did Hootie ever get a jam band?
No, I don't think they're a jam band. They would be. I mean, I would put them right in just like that college. I don't want to say college rock because you say that and people think of like REM and the Replacements and shit. But I mean, literal college rock, not rock that's played on a college radio station, but music that is played by college students and their slightly older fathers in the 90s, which my dad 100% had this record.
He did?
Oh, yeah. I think, I tweet at me if I'm wrong, but I feel like this is the most, if your dad, in the 90s was going to buy a brand new CD that came out that year, Cracked Review is probably the one. That seems like...
Oh, wow.
My dad's also a big Sheryl Crow person, too.
Oh, my dad likes Sheryl Crow a lot. Yeah.
I'd put Hootie and Sheryl Crow.
Dads love a Sheryl Crow. Especially, like, recovery people, for some reason, fucks with Sheryl Crow. And she's not like...
All I want to do is have some fun before I die.
Exactly. Wow.
But yeah, this song is the torch song. This is the power ballad. You got I Only Want to Be With You. You got Hold My Hands. And the truth is, I looked at the comments on both of those, and one of those songs was featured on South Park. So there were too many people being like, "I'm here from South Park," and then another one of those songs was featured on like some internet thing that I didn't understand. So there were too many comments for that, so I went to the power ballad to get
what are the people on the internet that went, because YouTube comments are the sewers of thought.
Well, yes,
what do they think about this song?
Okay,
this is crazy. Well, also, you're reading, if you're listening to this podcast, you need to sign up for the Patreon. You need to pay them more money, because Rivers is reading YouTube comments, and that gives you brainworms. That's how you believe in the flat earth.
A lot of these comments are not dissimilar from the Axeman letter. Like a lot of them. Okay, so let's get down into these comments here on Hootie and the Blowfish's Let Her Cry. First up, Isabella Slimes from 1 year ago.
Ooh.
Hey, this Walmart song ain't got a hit like this. Which, that's the funniest thing I've ever read. She called this a Walmart song, and she was like, "Hey, Walmart song, quit fucking me up over here. I hate it."
That's so funny. That's actually brilliant.
Yeah,
you got a hit like this.
Why you got a hit like this Walmart song? Which actually, that's the best. That's what I would label this genre. This is Walmart. Not music that's played at Walmart, but music that's 100% consumed at Walmart.
Sold at Walmart. Because
sold there.
It meets the parental advisory guidelines of Walmart.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Next up, Calvi in California. Hey now, 2 years ago, I broke up with my emotionally abusive ex. I will mourn the woman she was when we met, and not this monster that she's become. I will think of her for a long time, maybe till I die.
Well, this is people having a fucking breakdown. I thought it was going to be just a bunch of kids just be like, "This song sucks, you're dumb."
I filter those out. There was a lot of that.
There's a man who had a breakdown.
Oh,
sorry,
there's
sir.
25 men that had a breakdown.
Okay, listen, dude, you got to get some therapy. Get some therapy. I mean, we all have an ex that kind of like broke our heart or whatever, but you don't want to give her that mental space. You got to live your life.
Well, you got to let her cry, you know?
Put a forge in your backyard. You go on Forged in Fire. You know what I mean? Get your shit together. Learn how to bake.
Ramsey Terry from 2 years ago. Any Mo, this song is not heard today because you have too many lickety splitters. Oh yeah, and a lot of fuckers like Oblamas, and then some of them wimmerns are toe hilly smellcats Clint hongs.
What was that even?
I think that was political commentary. I think
you won't hear a song like this today
because of Obama and Hillary Clinton.
By the way, sung by a black man.
Oh yeah. There's definitely some that address this fact too.
Why? I imagine that man typed this with his feet.
Yeah. I think where he says Obama's is supposed to be Obama, and then Hilly Smellcats Clint thongs is supposed to be Hillary Clinton, but that is a stretch on a stretch. That is a melted cheese stick of a stretch.
That's not A to C. That's A to some letter in the Russian alphabet.
Yeah, it's A to Alpha Centauri and then to B.
And then B. Yeah, what is that? Okay.
I love this one. SSR from 2 years ago. I am currently dating Fortnite, so I can't be hurt. Shout out to you, SSR.
Fuck this emotional song. I will not be engaged emotionally by any motherfuckers, I swear to God.
I'm building forts and killing 12-year-olds on the internet. You can't touch me,
man.
Hurtin'.
Oh, my God.
John Anderson from 4 years ago. Yeah, it is you. I know it's you, Brandon. You're not as slick as you think you are. No one in the band is named Brandon. He's just talking to some guy.
Talking to somebody in the comments.
It's not a reply. It's just out free floating.
He didn't know how to reply because sometimes I'm on the social media and I'm like grandma all the way. I think he meant to reply, but he didn't because he was maybe on his cell phone or something and he didn't understand. It is very funny though. Yeah, it is you. I know it's you.
I've seen your car at her house, you dick.
There is a thing. If I wish I could call my stepbrother right now and be like, okay, so one time outside of a trailer home, I heard somebody say, a neighbor just say, "Oh bullshit, you was with Chris." I can't just say that. I'll look at him and I'll be like, "Oh bullshit, you was with Chris," and he'll be like, "You was with Chris," and we can't. There's something about that is the funniest sentence. It is not quite our aristocrats. We have
right.
But that is definitely like you might be a redneck of our family is like, "Oh bullshit, you was with Chris." Like you can say that in a crowded restaurant, we'll all lose our minds. That's what that reminds me of.
Pete Rodriguez from 8 years ago. Fuck her, let me cry. I've done more than my share of crying for the girl I've dreamt about all my life. Kitty? Damn, too many tears for Kitty. It's a waste. Like, for another woman, not worth it. Love you, honey. Can't let you go. Damn, what the fuck? What's wrong with me? You?
Oh, God. I can't tell if they're like incels or like with imaginary girlfriends or if they're like just like sad dads.
Well, this next one is it's perfect.
Okay.
Elaine Provist from 9 years ago. It is always good to cry. Only tyrants and Hitlers don't cry.
Whoa.
Because they don't have feelings.
You went there.
A real artist has so much sensors to feel life. An accordionist that plays with feeling, ... and sometimes with tears in the eyes. And he is indeed wearing a beret and holding an accordion in his profile picture. So,
hold on, is he
way
French,
to make this about you?
French accent? Like,
Jay Hunter from 1 year ago. I almost got hooked on coke in the early 90s. So glad I left that party. Clean to this day. Okay, I do drink a bunch of beer.
That's like when people are like, I don't drink either. When they're popping a Xanax and a joint in front of me. I'm like, okay.
And this one's a good companion piece to that. Sheila Woodland from 1 month ago. I do a lot of coke. All caps.
By the way, you captured the voice of a Sheila. Have you met a Sheila lately? That's what a Sheila sounds like. I do a lot of coke. She sounds like a woman that could open a beer with her teeth. A Sheila sounds like a woman that has that cigarette case holder with the coin purse top and like a silver-plated lighter in the side, and just a bunch of like Benson hedges on the inside. She's a very specific woman, and you nailed that sound.
I got a lot of problems, and now you have to deal with them.
You know what? That ex-husband of mine, you can't trust him as far as you can throw him.
Yeah, now let me tell you a angry but still somehow boring story.
Exactly, where you feel betrayed by the lack of plot.
Yeah, he left the top off the cat food. Now let me tell you why that's not good. And you're like, okay, all right.
I know.
Sheila.
I'm becoming Sheila, honestly.
Thomas Allen from 3 weeks ago. Who the fuck is this lead singer? Wow, what a change of pace. The song's fantastic. I'd love to hear more from him. And I'm like, I got good news for you. He sells billions of albums.
Did you send him a Spotify link?
It's like, boy, all your dreams are coming true. He's had a solo career for 20 years, and he was in Hootie for 20 years. There's a lot of material from Darius out there.
Okay, so the thing about like country music to people who don't either A, live in the country, or B, deliberately enjoy country music on like a real level, is it's kind of like ska. You're not going to really know about it unless you've been you're around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's not like everyone knows who Cardi B is now. It's not like, Taylor Swift, I guess. But like, is she really considered a country singer anymore?
Yeah, well, Cardi B comes up. I filter out all these comments because they're fucking stupid. But every single song I've ever covered, there's at least one person being like, this is the music that was the best, and now all we have is WAP. And they're like, people are so mad about that song.
I'm gonna let you know that Wet Ass Pussy's a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah,
it is a feminist
great.
anthem.
It's fucking awesome.
And
yeah.
I want to be brought on stage to Wet Ass Pussy every single time. Like, that song is a fucking masterpiece. And I
agree.
Can't explain to you why.
Yeah,
but it is.
Well, the rock and roll tradition of men being disgusting.
Yes.
No one's batted an eye at ever, pretty much. And it's like, yeah, we're gonna have a song that is very graphic and deal with it.
I would like you, by the way, if you have a problem with Wet Ass Pussy, I would like you to Google Trina. I would like you to Google Trina, and I would like you to look for a specific song. I don't know, Pull Over That Ass Is Too Fat.
Right.
That's a song.
Oh yeah,
and it is.
They're doing a 2 Live Crew thing.
Exactly. So like Trina, like all these, like in the 90s, there was a lot of, what is it? It's my neck, my back, my pussy.
Right.
Get into it. There's a whole world of black women who have been open about their sexuality for a bajillion years, and Wet Ass Pussy is just the one that you.
Yeah, it's the one you've heard of.
It's the one
you're
you've heard of.
Square.
You're just a bummer.
Christopher Harrison from 2 months ago. I play craps, snake eyes, killer eyes. Don't forget it, cats. So, are like Russian bots just getting too methed up? Well,
what's happening?
We do have a theory here that a lot of the comments that we read are transmissions between Russian spies. That it's codes somehow.
Shit! This is so great. You just hold on, Rivers. You're a genius.
There's a lot of stuff where I'm like, okay, this is not a thing that makes sense.
That is correct.
Unless you're.
This is people they're like, okay, listen, I'm gonna comment.
Yeah.
On Hootie the Blowfish.
Go look at comment for Hootie. Go to Hootie comment. I'll be 6 comment down. It make no sense.
Exactly. We'll include cats. We'll include. I can't even remember. It was so stupid.
C says, I play craps. Snake eyes. Killer. Don't forget it. Cats.
Someone died. Someone died.
There was one that we read one time where it was somebody being like, yeah, I think this is a really great song and I always enjoy, and then it was just like someone just banged the keyboard a bunch. I was like, oh, that person got shot in the head and just and their head hit the keyboard, and that was it.
Or their cat just like dropped their
and they're like, good enough. Submit.
Their energy drink just fucking fell on their computer
and started and shot a spark and started a fire, and they had to hit post as they ran.
I'm so amped up from that energy drink. I can't remember its name anymore. What was that again?
Oh, it was Rip It Stinger Mo. I got two more here.
Okay.
Bay Osborne from 1 week ago.
Bay Osborne.
Now you can go be with whoever you want. Without me, I want to trust one at least. Fuck you, I don't care. Fuck you and your heart. Fuck you for not letting me see my kids. Why? Because it's done. Money, nothing. Nothing can change what our fearless leaders either should be.
Whoa, the turn.
I love
the turn.
We're like, okay, you're mad about seems like a relationship, and now it's like, but you know what? It's not my insane, shitty personality. It's the government's fault.
This is an M.C. Escher painting of a post. This is insane. What are you doing? This is the end of Labyrinth. David Bowie just flipping around staircases. All right, where's this going?
He is dancing the magic dance.
Yes.
Let's see. What our fearless leaders either should have bluntly addressed. Fuck games and letting everything go. 100%. LOL. Not much. Happy birthday. It's been 6 years. 6 years of never would. 100% of my personality. Hootie, how's life? I've been held captive. I could text. Hootie, call government spy on me, trying to get back my doctorate to prove my liver pump.
The neighbors are staring at you. Podcast.
To move my liver pump, the inner aguis. I don't know if I'm going to make much. My love, high school sweetheart, best friend, love, and then after all of that, they have their email here.
What?
So they dropped all of that crazy shit, and then they were just like, they wrote what I'm going to assume and not read here is a real email address. So I'm like, wow, so they want to follow up.
They are not well. That person is, first off, very drunk. That person is very, 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 has been drinking for a long time, is having like hallucinations from.
That because the grammar gets worse and worse, and there's this goes without saying, there are a shitload of emojis in that comment, ranging from hearts to smiles to middle fingers to 100s, emojis everywhere, and then it just deforms into just madness. So I feel like this is a comment that this person was slowly writing all day, where they were like, I'm gonna sit down and bitch about my ex. Fuck you, X. I fucking hate. Oh shit, I got something to do. Hold on. And then it comes back. It's like, you know what? I also hate the government. Blah, blah, blah. And then they start going in on the government. And then it's like, also, I should get my doctorate back because these doctors rearrange my liver and my guts. Fuck you, doctors. And they're just getting more and more fucked up as the day goes along.
I can't.
Well, this last one will make you feel good.
Okay, good.
And finally, Slits McDeuce from 5 months ago.
Wow.
This takes me back to riding in my stepdad's crappy old green El Camino. That thing had no seatbelts, and if you turned too fast, the doors would fly open, so you could envision your own death. Wow, those were the days.
So accurate.
Fond memories of Dad trying to kill you on the highway. Courtesy of Slits McDeuce.
I was listening to Lucinda Williams.
Oh,
and
favorite.
Stuart was. I was like, "What do you think of this?" And he goes, "It sounds like what you describe your mother as." And I was like, "You're not wrong."
I changed the locks on my front door so I can't see you anymore. Oh, love it. Well, that is Hootie and the Blowfish with Let Her Cry, our jam of the day.
I think, you know what's funny about Let Her Cry is I don't think it is enough, it isn't different enough from, what were the other two songs?
Hold My Hand.
Hold My Hand and Let Her Cry are two, I think they might be the same song.
Yeah, I can't keep the lyrics together in my head because I will just start, if I start singing one, eventually it'll become the other. I want to love you the best that I can.
Yeah. Amazing.